So I'm now 40 hours into my dry fast, and I wanted to share something that I did have an idea of doing a fast during this drive. I had that plan, if you want to put it that way, but I was also very open to whatever my body needed and wanted. And it was funny, the day, I forget exactly what day, but 2 days ago, I guess, when I started, so I dropped one of my friends off somewhere, and that was about around 4 p.m. And then I drove for a little while. I had my dinner, and I realized, like, it feels like my body wants a fast. Like, it feels like my body needs a little break and wants a fast. So I had water until 8 p.m. And what I wanted to share with you is that I didn't go out of my way to hydrate really well before I started this. I didn't go out of my way to prepare for this dry fast. But my body's doing really well, so maybe that's exactly what my body needed. And I could have obsessed about, like, oh no, this is not the time to do it because I didn't do a lot of whatever you believe, like juices or a ton of water the day before. Whatever you believe, I didn't do any. Some people like to empty their bowels before they go into a dry fast. I didn't do any of that. I did have a good amount of water before 8 p.m., like between my meal and 8 p.m. I think I ate around 6 p.m. I can't remember, to be honest. I did have a good amount of water, but that was it. And I didn't have a ton of water throughout the day because I was going all over the place. So ideally, like, if you look at the whole picture, it's like not the ideal situation to be doing a dry fast. But I'm doing really well. So what I want to share with you is that sometimes it's great to listen to people on YouTube and podcasts and books and everything. It's great. Please never stop doing that. But at the same time, I always invite you and encourage you to listen to your own guidance and your own body. Like, the more I do this, the easier it is for me to know what my body actually needs. And that's something that, to be honest, I've wanted to for years. I've always been, I'm just gonna be completely honest, I've been very jealous of my friends who are incredibly intuitive and know what their body needs. I've been jealous of that, to be honest. I've always wanted that. I've always wanted to be like, not needing to have a system or someone else's programs or ideas or theories or whatever to know exactly what to eat, but at the same time combine everything that I've learned, but also use my intuition and be able to feel the messages coming from my body. And I realized that the more I do intermittent fasting, long water fasts, intermittent dry fasting, and long dry fasts, I don't know, I've always had a belief and a feeling that the cleaner your body is, the more easy it is to be in tune with our bodies. The easier it is to know what our body needs and wants. And I love that. That to me is one of the biggest benefits of doing a lot of fasting and detoxing and healing and strengthening our bodies. So that's all that I wanted to share with you, is that, of course, if you're going to do a very long fast, you will need to plan because of work, responsibilities, anything. Any kind of travel you might be doing, whatever is going on in your life. But for these shorter kinds of fasts, I do a lot of intermittent fasting, right? So if I'm 16 hours into my intermittent dry fast and I'm feeling great, and I can tell that my body's okay if I keep going, I can tell that my body maybe actually even wants to keep going, then I keep going. If I get to the night, maybe to dinner time, and I'm like, you know what? I think I want to keep going. I think my body is at a point in time right now, right at this moment, where it wants a little bit of fasting. And I honor that. I try to honor that. Of course, if the next day you have a ton of responsibilities and you feel like it might not be ideal for you to fast, then don't. Don't worry about what people tell you on YouTube. We're all trying to figure it out. No one's perfect. And at the same time, if I get to dinner time, if I'm dying to keep my fast going, but my body's like, I think we need some food, I eat. It's okay. I don't feel like a failure. I don't feel like I'll be rejected from fasting communities around the world. It's okay. It's okay. I think we're very hard on ourselves sometimes. I don't know if you feel that way, but I feel like sometimes in our fasting communities and within our own experiences, I feel like we try to aim for something. We see people on YouTube and other places doing very extended fast and very incredible things, beautiful things, and we feel like we have to get to that level, otherwise we don't feel that we're good enough, like we're doing this right. We feel like we put them on a pedestal and we feel like we're down here. We're all trying to figure this out. We're all on the same journey. So maybe don't be too hard on yourselves. I feel like the best way to start a fast is to combine whatever level of planning, but also going with the flow. Whatever level of each one you want, whatever level feels right to you at the moment, it's gonna be different on every single fast. But just go with that, honor that. So plan, but also go with the flow. More coming.